The doomsday clock just advanced, thanks to Trump. It's now just 2.5 minutes to midnight. It's now 2.5 minutes to midnight, according to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, which warned Thursday that the end of humanity may be near. The group behind the famed doomsday clock announced at a news conference that it was adjusting the countdown to the end of it all by moving the hands 30 seconds closer to midnight. The closest the clock has been to doomsday since 1953, after the United States tested its first thermonuclear device, followed months later by the Soviet Union's hydrogen bomb test. In announcing that the doomsday clock was moving 30 seconds closer to the end of humanity, the group noted that in 2016 the global security landscape darkened as the international community failed to effectively come to grips with humanity's most pressing existential threats: nuclear weapons and climate change. So here's what the actual Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists states. It's 2.5 minutes to midnight. Of course, it is still 3 minutes, was in 2016, 2015. It's 5 minutes, was in 2012. So under Obama, it moved forward as well. Keep that in mind, folks. For the last 2 years, the minute hand of the doomsday clock stayed set at 3 minutes before the hour, the closest it had been to midnight since the early 1980s. In its two most recent annual announcements on the clock, the Science and Security Board warned the probability of global catastrophe is very high, and the actions needed to reduce the risks of disaster must be taken very soon. In 2017, we find the danger to be even greater, the need for action more urgent. It is 2.5 minutes to midnight. The clock is ticking. Global danger looms. Wise public officials should act immediately, guiding humanity away from the brink. If they do not, wise citizens must step forward and lead the way. See the full statement. Of course, we're going to click that and have a look at it, from the Science and Security Board on the 2017 time of the doomsday clock. Here's the actual full statement of what they're stating. Of course, you guys can read this on their website. To the leaders and citizens of the world, of course, this is really interesting because, again, this further proves the multipolar theory. And basically what that means is there's multiple superpowers and they're not all getting along very well. And of course, this is going to lead to a potential world war. And of course, we know that this is going to be World War III as written in Albert Pike's letters and so on and so forth. This is a plan. It's a play. And it's going to happen. And of course, this just further proves the reality that's coming forward. Now, don't get all, oh my gosh, it's about to end right now. No, don't do that. What we need to do is understand that the elitists are playing the long game. They're not playing necessarily the short game, but of course they're trying to keep us all under control through fear. So don't be afraid. That's all you got to do. Don't be afraid. I know that's quite hard to do in these times, but of course that's why you need to seek Jesus. This, of course, is very interesting. They've just moved 2.5 minutes to midnight. Let me know what you think about that. That's all I've got for you. God bless and carry on.